right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
First down, Cardinals.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Murray now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Record. Let's go.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup, and he'll be out right at the 35. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming after you.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Johnson, he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there, 54.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Check. Hey, foxtrot.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Romo. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Ready? Hey, lock it. Locky. Put up. Ready.
Running with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And his pass, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Past the 20. Able to find Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing now is Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
How about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Romo got his man there complete to Gallup. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down carry by Elliott. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Hey, Charlie. 44, Mike, 44. Sleep River.
Out of the gun, Romo. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Romo. Flush to him, and he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Romo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Tim carry now for Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On the ground, this is Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray, this one complete to Christian Kirk. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On the ready.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Come.
From the gun, Romo trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Murray now to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
54 is Mike. Check, walk 54, walk 54. And we got to get to the ball.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
Here we go. Eight together. Ready? I got one.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 23 yards the pickup there.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Coming this way. Here we go. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this one is right down Broadway. Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards, the final tally.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. All day. Go.
Now Romo. Wide open receiver complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Elliott good on the extra point. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To try again after the sack, Murray. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Ready?
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Now.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Go out.
Operating from the gun, Romo, and it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he goes out right around the 39. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Murray and company going for it on 4th. That's taken in by Callaway. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Set. 18 Gator. Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out.